I 19F have a BF 21M who is accusing me of cheating, and I think it is a big misunderstanding. 119F have a BF 21M, and he's accusing me of cheating on him because I have a friend that years ago, literally like almost 3 years ago, I had a lil thing with nothing serious at all, literally went on one date and like made out with, and then after we just became like really good friends because we stopped talking for a bit and JS decided that we'll be friends at that time. Now we've been really good friends for a while, and sometimes communication will be scarce because LV moved away to another country. I visit my home country not so frequently, so when I do I try to get together with my friends from there. I recently went back and was able to see that one friend again after a while, and we just caught up. He knows that I have a boyfriend, and it was just innocent, as it has always been since that lil moment. Anyways, my BF of now a while recently went through my phone and saw that one guy, and saw that when I went to my country there was a text from me saying along the lines of, "Hey sweetheart, I'm busy aren't sorry, I'll call you later." And I can understand that maybe saying sweetheart is weird, but truly it's innocent, and I have had the habit of just saying that. To me, it's nothing like romantic. Just like when maybe IDKJS someone says, "Oh, hi, sweetheart," or "How you doing, sweetheart," like from a nice receptionist. I'm sure you guys understand it's just a word in those types of contexts, YK. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining things. Anyways, yeah, my BF sees that and like other messages that were exchanged from years ago that kind of shows us flirting, but it's because it was way back then, and he saw those texts from years ago showing that one blimp. He goes crazy and starts saying how I'm a cheater and unloyal to him, and actually goes like batshit crazy on me. I try to calm him down and explain to him that he's truly just a friend and how there's nothing at all between him and I. He puts great emphasis of how I called him a sweetheart, and that I must have been with on low because how can someone have like a little fling and then later be good friends with them? In my opinion, I feel as though that's very common in this time period, and it's just important to have clear and strict boundaries. I felt it though it wasn't a big deal because it happened years ago. It wasn't anything serious. I don't even live in that country anymore, and the fact was that guy JS became a good friend of mine. I tried explaining to him and apologizing that I have nothing to hide. I told him that I would block and remove him if it meant that much to him, and I did to show a sense of loyalty to my BF. And to show that I'm not trying to discredit him, and really just trying my best to make him feel comfortable. If my BF is uncomfortable with that guy, then I'm not going to put a fight against that because it will hurt him even more. I love my BF so much, he's my first love and my first ever relationship. I try to say everything and do everything I can that I thought might help and reassure him. However, it's really hurt him and I don't know what to do. I do feel as it is kind of strange sometimes to be this upset at me over this, but again, people have different opinions about these types of issues. It's been a couple of months since my BF brought this up, and he's still deeply upset about it. He says that I gaslit him about the situation because it was such a huge fight between us that I told him I completely understand. If he wants to leave me for it, like, genuinely, I wasn't trying to gain any sympathy. I understood that maybe to him that crossed his boundary. He said that I gaslit him and said that 3 leave him over this, which I didn't. I didn't mean it in a way 3 leave him over this. I just said if this is a deal breaker, I understand. In the fight, it's evident that he was deeply hurt by this, and the fight was massive. Truly, I understood where he came from and understood if maybe he didn't want to be with me anymore. Just because I feel as though it's not a big deal doesn't mean that it's not to him, YK. We've had this issue for a while now, and it doesn't seem to get resolved, and I don't know what to do anymore or say to him. Every time we have an argument, he will bring up that fact. Does anyone have any advice on what I should do or say? Edit. I want to edit this and say that most of the comments are not really understanding the situation and are repeatedly saying things that simply reading the entire post would resolve. I have already made it evident that if that was a deal breaker for him, I understand why he does not want to be with me, and I'm trying to be as sincere as possible towards him. Him saying I'm gaslighting him is because I said that I'm trying to be understanding, and if he wants to end things, I will understand because it has deeply hurt him. The question itself at the end was what should I do, because he thinks it's wrong of me to say that I'm trying to understand his side, and again, if he wants to end things, that is his choice, and regardless of how I know how things are, and that it is all innocent. He in his own words has and is saying that because of me saying this after all our fights, and me trying to reassure him, trying to resolve thing, that I am trying to leave him. That's where I'm confused on what to do about.